Smooth. Clink, clink. Hello and welcome to Modernist Pantry, where we help you transform food in your kitchen. I'm Janie.
And I'm Roman.
And on this channel, we talk about unique ingredients, techniques, and show you new recipes for your kitchen. Today, we are super excited to do a brand new recipe making this delicious Spam Canapé. Now, if you're wondering, what exactly am I looking at? So you're looking at a bowl that is made entirely of Spam, and Roman's gonna walk you step by step through how to do this. And why do we do it? Some of you might be asking.
Because it's delicious.
And fun. And we were inspired to do something a little bit crazy because it's summer. So
yes.
I'm gonna let Roman take it away because we're gonna walk you through this entire process. Stick around and don't miss anything.
So we're gonna make our homemade Spam today. Very easy. We have our pork butt, we have our pork belly, and we have, actually, normally we would use a smoked ham, but today we're using a lamb ham that we actually did on the show previously.
All right, if you don't have lamb ham, just use regular.
Just use regular. This is a little special though, all right? So this is a pretty easy process. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start by grinding the meat. You wanna start out with really cold meat. This one just came right out of the freezer. If you don't have really cold meat and it's a little warm or whatever, it'll turn into a paste. Okay. So it's very important to have your meat very, very cold like this. All right, so let's turn this puppy on. So our meat is all ground up and we'll be ready for the next steps, which will be adding the ground meat, the pork, to the food processor. And then we will be getting our dry ingredients together. We have some cornstarch, some Prague 1, curing salt, potato starch, sugar, and tripolyphosphate.
So why do we need the curing salt in this particular recipe?
The curing salt is in part to make Spam, is to keep that wonderful bright color. You know, whenever you open a can of Spam, you open it up and it's like this really bright, you're like, oh wow, that's super bright. They use curing salt to do that. And the tripolyphosphate is used to retain the moisture so we don't get a really, really dry Spam.
Yeah, that's important. And I know some people are out there wondering, can I just take some store-bought Spam and do this recipe?
You cannot, because that is already set, and so if you broke it down, it would just crumble. You couldn't reform it. All right. So now that we have our dry ingredients set, you're going to also want to have cold water. Okay, and we're going to start this, and we're just going to pulse it right now. And while we pulse it, we'll add it little by little here.
Okay. When do you add the water?
The water very last, at the end. You don't wanna, you wanna pulse it because you don't wanna spin it too much because then it'll turn into a fine paste. And you kinda don't want that, right? Get that all in there. Give it a couple of pulses and then we'll slowly add in our cold water as we pulse. All right, so once that's done, we're gonna get that into a vacuum seal bag.
And why do we need to vacuum seal this?
We need to vacuum seal this just to make sure that our Prague 1 powder is activated, all right?
We want to make sure that it's totally neutralized that you're not getting poisoned by sodium nitrite.
Exactly.
Very important.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, and so we have our Avid Armor Ultra Series X chamber vacuum sealer right here. Hello guys, this is Roman at the Modernist Pantry Kitchen, and I'm here to introduce you to my new favorite kitchen tool, the Avid Armor Ultra Series X vacuum chamber. We bought this and we use this in this kitchen so much that we wanted to tell you all about it. It's light, it's portable, and it does exactly what a commercial vacuum sealer would do at a fraction of the cost. You can dry or wet seal vacuum seal, and this guy is a workhorse. For a limited time, you can use code Modernist Pantry to get a 10% discount. Check it out in the links in the description below.
Well, it hasn't been 2 days, but we're using a little TV magic to show you one that we vacuum sealed 2 days ago. But before we move on to the next step of forming the Spam Canapés, I'm totally saying it weird. It sounds weird in my head. Anyway, I want to remind you to subscribe and ring the bell and hit the notification button, because a small channel like ours that do really different stuff, that we're not just kind of like following everybody's trends all the time.
Right.
We do need people like yourself to share and like and comment in order for the algorithm to know that we are putting out good content. So please do that. All right, now I'm going to pass it back over to Roman. Roman, what do we do next?
All right, as you can see, notice how bright this is.
Let's pick that up so we can show the camera.
See that. and we are ready to go.
Okay.
All right, so very simple. We have our 1 ounce cups here, and I have done us a favor of having our pre-rolled Spam balls ready to go.
Okay.
All right, so what we'll do is we'll get a piece of plastic wrap, and we'll put 1 Spam ball, and then we will cover it, and then we'll get our other exact same size, and we will slowly spread that out. And then what we want to do here is you want to pick it up and you want to wrap the plastic wrap around the edges of the bowl. That will help when you're vacuum sealing it to keep the Spam from coming out of it.
All right, good tip.
All right, and so we'll just get that in there, and that's, as you can see, that's ready to go. So we'll just do 1 more.
Yeah. And kind of the cool thing about this, so we want to make the little ones because we like having this kind of, like, it's like a bite-sized appetizer and amuse-bouche. It's really fun. But if you want to go crazy and you want to make a gigantic one, please send us pictures of how that went.
I would love to see a huge one. Actually thought about doing one for this segment, but. All right, so these are ready to go.
Okay.
Have a vacuum seal bag, and we'll put the 2 in here. And we will get them vacuum sealed in our Avid Armor Ultra Series X. All right, so now that we have this vacuum sealed, we're gonna go ahead and sous vide it. You wanna sous vide it for 1 hour at 72 Celsius.
All right, so our Spam Canapés are sous vide, they are chilled, and they are ready to plate. So I'm very excited about this because this is kind of, this is the fun part for me. So let's go for it. Let's break them open and just see.
All right, let's see what we got here. So, okay, so.
And was the chilling time, was that just to set it, or what was the purpose of chilling?
Chilling is just to set it.
Okay.
All right, we'll get that off, and there you go.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice, beautiful.
That's so fun.
Spam bowl. So I will clean this up a little bit for us. And there you go. There you have it.
I love that. So we thought we would go kind of like a Hawaiian-inspired route and make like a little Spam mushy.
Yeah, so,
so let's see.
Got a little bit of rice here. That'll be our base. And then over here I have a nice pineapple salsa.
Ooh.
I'm gonna add a little bit of toasted sesame seeds. And then some crispy fried shallots.
Yeah. I really love this recipe because, as you've seen, the steps are actually pretty simple.
It's pretty easy.
But the wow factor and the what is this factor is going to be really, really special. So whether you make it at home for your friends, you make it for a client, you make it for a restaurant, it's definitely going to stand out. People are going to be like, remember that time when we had that little Spam bowl?
Yeah, who makes Spam bowls? No one. No one makes, except for us at the Modernist Pantry. We make Spam bowls.
Okay. If you can see over there to the left or to the right, screen right, whatever, of Roman, you can see, like, you know, we just made a few different ones, and the colors, the pink with the white and all the different vegetables and fruits that he put on there.
They do pop out very, very well.
It looks really,
and it
really
looks
cool.
really, really cool. So your next dinner party, you can surprise your guests with something they wouldn't even imagine would be conceivable, and that would be a Spam bowl.
I hope someone makes a giant one. Please make a giant one, somebody. I want to see it.
All right.
Here we go.
Thank you.
So here we go. Spam Canapé.
Let's try it out.
Cheers.
That is actually really, really good.
It's
Wow.
So good.
That's incredible.
So the difference between fresh made Spam and store-bought Spam, less salty. Definitely you can taste that it's fresh. You can taste the high quality. I got a little lamb in there because courtesy of the lamb ham that we put in there. But this is really good. It really pops with the different pickled vegetables, with the fruit, with the, what do I have on mine? I don't even know.
The pineapple sauce in yours.
But all the flavors are
It's really,
perfectly
really,
complementary.
it's really tasty.
Yeah, this is a really, really nice dish. Super easy to make, and of course, incredibly memorable. So I hope you enjoy it. We're gonna finish these. And until next week, from here in the Modernist Pantry Test Kitchen, I'm Janie.
And I'm Roman.